Hello, and thank you for watching this regional forecast update for the Canadian Prairie. I'm Andrew Pritchard, Senior Meteorologist with Nutrien Ag Solutions. Well, cooler air is starting to make its way into the region. Minus 14 in Edmonton, Grand Prairie, minus 13, and in Edmonton, minus 9. In Calgary, you got minus 5, 6, 7 as you make your way across southern Saskatchewan to southern Manitoba, minus 3 in Winnipeg this morning. Here's a look at the satellite picture here early on Friday morning. And again, we have just got a lot of cold air oozing in across the prairie. So it may be a bit cloudy there, some high-level clouds there, some low-level clouds in some places as well as this colder air moves in over the region. Not much in the way of precipitation to talk about right now, though. Maybe a couple of flurries in central and southern portions of Manitoba as we head through the day today. Maybe in Winnipeg, a couple snowflakes. Another system here that's going to move in from northwest to southeast as we head through Saturday into Saturday night. Again, this one, let's head through Friday here. There's that chance for some, a couple snowflakes in this region as we head through the late evening into the overnight. The next system comes diving in here from northern Alberta, northern Saskatchewan on Saturday morning into central and southern Manitoba by Saturday night into Sunday morning. So this one could drop just maybe a couple centimeters of snow kind of along this route north of Highway 16 in Alberta, kind of along Highway 16 in Saskatchewan, and then down in across parts of the prairie in southern Manitoba. That's really about it. We have opportunities for additional light snow flurries as these systems make their way in, but as you look at total accumulated snowfall forecast between now and noon on Monday, here's that system here that comes in as we go through the weekend, that chance for a couple of centimeters of snow here north of Highway 16 in Alberta, along Highway 16 north of there in Saskatchewan, and then kind of in the Highway 16 corridor vicinity all the way down toward Winnipeg as we head into southern and eastern Manitoba. Now here's the upper level pattern at 500 millibars, and again you can see the pattern, the waves here just coming in from the North Pacific, diving in across the Pacific Northwest. So we are trending colder. We have an active jet stream at times south of our region, so we'll get clipped by some of these systems. Trending colder, opportunities for some snow, but a lot of the coldest air stays locked in to the north. So we're looking at temperature anomalies, the forecast here over days 1 through 5 on the left, days 6 through 10 on the right. I think that we are making our way toward a colder pattern across the Canadian prairie, across the ag belt as we get into late December. But over the next 10 days, we're just going to be kind of flirting with it. We're going to get some colder air coming in here over the weekend, and then we're going to start organizing some cold air generally to our north as we get into next week, late next week into next weekend. So treading pretty close, but it looks like a lot of the prairie over the next 10 days is going to be on the periphery of some of the colder air here. So here's the precipitation forecast over the next 10 days, and most of it is pretty inconsequential until we get to at least maybe the end of next week. So here's what we've got heading through the day Friday, that chance for a few snowflakes in southern Manitoba, little system here that cuts across the region here as we go through Saturday into Saturday night, and then maybe during the day on Sunday across southeastern Manitoba before it pushes into Ontario. High pressure on the backside Sunday night into Monday. Maybe a few snowflakes across the southern border of Alberta and Saskatchewan on Monday, but not looking at much in the way of accumulation with that. And then really just unsettled chances for flurries as we head through Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Just upper level, just enough upper level support to kick off some flurries across the region, wring out some of the moisture that's in the atmosphere there, but not a lot of focused support. These systems kind of dive south of the region and then across the U.S. and then re-intensify across the eastern United States. So what we end up again with is a colder pattern, one that brings chances for snowflakes as we head through next week, but still searching for anything that's real focused and organized until we get to the back half of next weekend. That would be a doozy of a storm system, but we're talking about Thursday, Friday of next week, a low confidence time frame here for a potential organized system to not dive south across the United States, but instead maybe swing from west to east across the prairie. To be determined on that one. Between now and then, over the next 7 days, we're talking about mostly dry conditions across the ag belt. Chances for flurries, but mostly inconsequential flurries here with much of the accumulating stuff north of Highway 16. Grand Prairie, Peace River, you're talking about a few centimeters of snow here, maybe as much as 10 to 15 centimeters of snow. South of that, though, Edmonton, Calgary, on off towards Saskatoon, Regina, and Brandon, we're talking about, less than 3 centimeters of snow, more than likely, over the next week. Here's the ensemble. Probability of 3 inches or 7.5 centimeters of snow or more over the next 10 days. So taking it all the way to December 21st. If you want to find a better than 60 or 70% chance, you're heading north of Highway 16. We're talking about, again, Grand Prairie, Peace River, maybe getting down toward Winnipeg. You got a chance for some accumulating snow here with these systems over the next couple of days doing a path like that. But again, a lot of the moisture over the next week going to be wrung out across the higher elevations of the Pacific Northwest into British Columbia. Here's your next 10 days in Calgary. Again, we're trending colder, but this is not awful, not brutal by late December standards, or at least mid-December standards. Same thing here in Medicine Hat. Saskatoon, you got snow on the ground. You're a bit colder. Same thing here in Regina. Going to be quite cold, -5, -12 for the high Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Winnipeg, -14 for the high on Monday. So again, there's some cold shots of air coming in here, but then we kind of bounce back up. Have those highs right around -5 and -6 as we head into next week.